Hi, this is Tali,
And Johanna, welcome to the Less Toast podcast.
where we toast to everything black.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh my gosh. Is 2022 going to be better than 2021?
I hope so, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm tired. 2021 wasn't that bad, but it wasn't what we needed after 2020, you know?
Yeah. I feel like 2021 was one of my trying years as an adult.
Why is that?
Um, I've seen more doctors in 2021 than I have in my entire 29 years of life.
Yeah.
That's for one. And a lot of that, like, it brought on, I was in Seattle by myself with the broken wrist
Hmm.
and not much help. But I am grateful for the friends that I did have that, checked in on me, who came over, cleaned my apartment for me, rearranged my furniture so it was accessible and things like that. But it was rough. It put a lot of things in perspective.
Yeah, honestly.
So I already kind of talked about it, my wrist breaking and everything. So I am very grateful for my health and the community I say I've built. So I'm lucky to be healthy. I'm blessed to be healthy and to have overcome all the little triumphs and everything that's been thrown my way this year.
So you're grateful for your community in Seattle.
No, I didn't. I would my community in general, not just Seattle.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm like,
no,
let me
you tried it.
reiterate what you've been.
You tried it. You tried it with Seattle. Oh no.
Question.
I mean, I had friends who like came to visit me during that time and who were like washing my hair for me and doing my dishes and things like that. Or even friends who would just FaceTime me and be like, "Hey, are you good? Do you need me to order you food? Like, how are you doing?" So like things like that in my family.
Okay. That's good.
Seattle. Oh gosh.
um, One thing I'm grateful for in 2021, I think, is having the time to like having the time to rest, number one, to just honestly just chill out, but also having the time to what's the word I'm looking for? To come up with a plan for the next year and really figure out what I want to do and how I want to do it and what's that going to look like. So I think 2021 was, the year of me just resting. I feel like I've always been kind of like a go, go, go person. And this was like just chill out, figure, like, get the blueprint ready. And then,
Mhm.
2022 will be like, let's go, grind time.
Okay. So by you by you resting and everything, so what has one thing that you feel like you've learned this year
What's
that
one thing?
or you've been able to like reflect on?
Mm, I don't know. I think like I think well this kind of one thing that I was kind of thinking about while watching like Issa Rae's like the last Insecure episode
Hmm.
was kind of understanding that life is not this like gradual linear thing. It's like you got to like stop and go and like figure out what you want, and there's going to be like twists and turns, and it's just not all going to be how you think it's going to be, but at the end you'll get exactly what you want. And I think that's what I really learned,
Hmm.
which I feel like I've learned over the years, but this year I was like, things don't have to make sense, like things don't usually happen the way that you want them to. Like toast didn't happen in the beginning year in the way that I had envisioned for myself, so it's like, okay, we'll see what happens in the next couple years. I have a blueprint, but like what they say, like you make a plan and like God laughs. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be where I am right now. That is for sure.
So yeah, it just be crazy because you just really don't know. You can do the best that you can, and
Yeah.
prepare yourself for the things that you want to do, but you have no control, you know? So
Mhm.
another quote, it's like preparation or success is when preparation meets opportunity. So, you know, you always got to have your shit right and your decks in a row to be able to be like, oh, okay, like this is exactly the opportunity that I needed in order to get to the next step.
And I feel like that's exactly where I'm going in 2022. That exact quote.
I feel like that's that 2022 really, I feel like honestly, the pandemic really gave us that time to figure
I,
out what we want to do.
I think it gives people like you time to figure out what you want to do. For me, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day, I've been working this pandemic
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah. And
And
in
like
it, not even around it.
exactly. And like I mean even that, like I've been working overtime on call, like crazy hours. And when I mean I even had COVID a few weeks ago and I was still working. So to me, I'm like, it's great to hear people like, you know, say that this like was let them slow down a little bit and to reflect. And I'm like, damn, I really haven't had any rest.
At
I
all.
at all. Like I broke my bone and I didn't miss a day of work. Not one day did I call out, did I take off, go to the doctors, nothing. Even the day I broke my bone, I went to work. Same with COVID. I got COVID. And I
Like
mean, obviously
maybe your New Year's resolution is to set boundaries.
it is. I think, you know, it really is. Like I was working in bed symptomatic and I'm just like, wow, and you know, hearing you say that, I'm like, I need to understand what rest is. I don't know. I truly do not understand what true rest is. I'm always like on the go, and I'm always keeping myself busy. And then also like setting boundaries, like you said. But I kind of felt like that was something that I learned this year is I'm always there. If you call me, if you need me, I'm gonna be there. It does not
Yeah.
matter what it is. I will be there for you. And I've kind of realized I'm like, okay, well, I'm giving that energy, but it's not always reciprocated. And I'm not doing this to get it back, right? I'm
Yeah.
doing it out of like the love of my heart.
Yeah.
But I need to understand how to kind of take a step back and just kind of chill out and be like, yo, you can't overextend yourself so much because it's going to affect you and your health. And I see it right now.
Yeah.
I'm tired with the capital T like this. If I can put one word on 2021, it is tired.
Yeah. You've been working a lot, flying different places, working overtime in those places, coming
Exactly.
home, then working some more.
Exactly. Like when I came back from Philly, I came back, I think it was like Friday night, and I had to go to work Sunday. So I had a one day off. So I only had Saturday off.
And I remember you working a lot when you were in Philly. I feel like you were just
Oh, I worked.
around the clock.
I was in Philly for 10 days. I only had one day off in my 10 days of being there. And I was working like 12 hour
Crazy.
shifts. Yeah.
Yeah. But then, you know, on the flip side, you just be thinking, like, I'm young, who cares? Like, I'm trying to make this money. You know what I mean? So it's like, where's the line that we don't
Yeah.
cross, you know?
But the money that I made this year is also helping me set up for my goals in 2022.
Yeah.
So
Like,
exactly like where's the boundary? Like
yeah.
here I am, I'm preparing myself
Yeah.
and I'm in preparation. And then like you said, I got an opportunity and that's where my success is gonna come from.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. It's like I think it's kind of like prioritizing. Also, you know, setting boundaries is good, but it's also like we also know what we want to do. Like I know that 2022 is not going to be like anything like 2021 for me, you know, in terms of like
mhm,
I rested, I'm cool, but like it's grind time. Like if I work 7 days a week, you know, morning to night, like I'm okay with
mhm.
that, you know, because it's kind of like you're just setting yourself up. Like it takes hard work, but
So let's hold each other accountable. Like let's give specific goals that we want to accomplish this year.
yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you off camera. I already
Okay.
have some things in mind, but
Okay, give your on camera
myself.
goals. Give it on camera goal.
My on cam. Well, one thing that I was like thinking about, I wanted to talk about here. My my one goal, like my one goal on a mental emotional level is to be more vulnerable because I realized that is my most like that's my biggest fault. I didn't realize that until recently. Like I also like learned my attachment style, things like that, but I really realized that I have a problem with vulnerability. So, and I was watching, it's kind of creepy how TikTok works because everything that comes up now is like, you're an avoidant attachment style, and these are the things that can help you with your vulnerability. It's just like, y'all need to stop targeting me. But one of the things that I usually do if I feel like I need to work on something is I'll read books. Like the one that I sent you,
Mm-hmm.
that's a really good book. But that book, and then I'll just like research online.
What's the name of the book for everybody else?
It's called Daring to Love. Let me find the author though.
We'll put it in the comments. Daring to Love.
Yeah, Daring to Love. It's a really great book. Teaches you about like your attachment style, like vulnerability, things like that. But it also gives you like a lot of journal prompts to work through it. Yeah, it talks about like how each person has this like critical inner voice, which we may not like. You may not. It's not like very conscious, right? So like um you and it always comes out in times of isolation, right? So like you might have isolated yourself, meaning like you're just going to work, you're not really hanging out with your friends, and all these thoughts come to your mind like my friends don't really like me, like I have bad energy, like all these things that you are thinking that like or like you're thinking about, you may think about yourself or you may think about other people. And it was giving this example of like a married couple, right? And they were talking about how this woman is a stay-at-home mom and her husband works, and she raises the kids, and her negative self-thoughts were like, why is my husband working so much, like he doesn't want to be with me, I'm not sexy enough, like did I lose it, like oh is he not happy in this marriage, like all this like negative self-talk, but you're not even addressing it with that person, right? Because you have all these things, but all these things come from isolation. And also having these conversations is kind of hard, maybe with your partner, maybe with your friends. But yeah, the book is really great. It gives you like kind of a different perspective of like how your brain works and how you kind of like talk to yourself. But I have learned that because of my attachment style, I am just not able to like if some shit happens, obviously you know this because you're my friend, but if some shit happens, I just block you from my life. Like you are no longer there. I cannot talk to you. Yeah. And it's like, great. I set boundaries, right? But on the flip hand, I'm not being heard or seen. You know what I mean? Like what I'm feeling is not being expressed. And it just creates this barrier. So, moving forward in 2022, I would like to be more vulnerable. And that doesn't, and honestly, it doesn't come from like reading these books. It literally comes from like real life.
I mean, doing the work.
Yeah, like actually in the moment, like, and the first step is realizing, like, hey, this is how I usually act. Like, if this comes up again, like, how can I do this different? So, my goal in 2022 is to do things differently, to express myself more because I don't necessarily do that. So yeah, that is
Okay.
one goal that I would like to.
What about a professional goal?
I don't want to talk about that here. I have okay, I'll say this because I have like so many things going on in my head. But I would like by 6 months to have 3 streams of income.
Okay.
I have a plan for that. And yeah, 3 streams of income by 6 months.
That's a good goal. All right. So be more vulnerable in 3 streams of income.
Yes.
Check. All right. For me, one of my goals is to buy a house.
Okay.
That is my goal. And I hope I get to accomplish it next year. Yeah. And then I guess another goal, I wasn't really able to go to the gym that much this past year. Yeah, I kind of started in the spring, and then my injury kind of just prohibited me from going. And now I kind of started up again, but I'm not really consistent. So it's to really like get back into shape. And I feel like this is so cliche, it's everybody's
You
goal,
know, New
but
Year's resolution, new
yeah, like, get
year,
back
new
to the gym.
me.
But like for those of you who saw me in 2019, I was in the gym 5 days a week, 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
I was like
you
really
really
on.
were.
Yeah, and then COVID just kind of slowed me down. And then when I tried to get back in it, I got injured. So now I'm slowly just kind of building the strength again in my wrist and trying to get back to where I was before, which surprisingly, I am not as out of shape as I thought I was. But it's probably because I'm running around at work chasing
Yeah.
people.
Honestly, I feel like your walks at work really have kept you
Yeah,
like on track.
I think so because I'm like, how am I running this fast right now? And I haven't ran in months. Like I'm shocked. So just just kind of getting back to like my schedule, and my other one is to be more open.
Okay.
Sometimes I kind of get in my own head, and I'll just immediately shut things down, and just kind of like no. But now I'm like, okay, just be open minded a little bit more, and I'm pretty open minded, but just in a different sense.
I feel like you should read the book I'm reading. I'll reread it and we can read it together. Honestly, because honestly, I need to be held accountable for the journal prompts. The journal prompts in there are kind of like heavy.
Yeah, give me an example of a journal prompt.
I'll go upstairs, but it's a lot. It's kind of like so like when I was talking about the negative self-talk,
Mm-hmm.
it tells you like, okay, write down the negative self-talk that you say to yourself and then change the word from like I'm to you and then like break it down like why do you feel this way and like things like that. And it's like really really like I'd say like comprehensive. Like it really
Mm-hmm.
like breaks down for you everything that you may say about yourself and like be like what the like why are you saying this to yourself, you know? Because a lot of times we really be getting into our head, especially if I feel like if I was in like your situation where I didn't know anybody, I'm kind of like living alone, it just you be in your head too much, you know what I mean? And like
Oh
that's
yeah.
when shit really be hitting too hard. And I feel like that's how I honestly felt like a lot like that when I lived in Philly. And I know it's weird because obviously like I had a roommate and stuff, but I just felt really alone there. And I felt like my like I don't know, like my spirit, my internally, I just was like I just felt very negative, you know? So I don't know. I don't know why I don't
I
feel
mean,
that
that's
here.
some good self reflection, Tali.
Yeah.
That's some really I'm proud of you. That's some really good self reflection.
I'm like, why did you see it? Like, was I really that negative? Because
I
I
did
felt
see
like I
it, and
was.
I did see it, and I see that you're now reflecting on it, and so I'm really proud that you now see what I saw.
Yeah. I just was not, and I think it just was not for me. Like, my spirit was not happy at all.
And you could
From that
tell it was the energy that you would give.
Yeah. I
Like you
just
could
was
tell.
not happy at all. At
Yeah. I
ever.
mean, yeah. Let me not throw any examples out there, but I thought
I
to be
mean,
like,
no, I already know. I just was not myself. And
yeah,
honestly, to
girl.
go from who I was when I lived in Port, like before, I was just, I
Hmm.
felt like I was like the life of the party, like, let's go, like meeting
Yeah.
everybody and feeling really happy all the time to just like, oh my God, I am miserable.
No, and it showed. It really did,
Yeah.
and people felt it.
Yeah, I just was not in a good place. And I just felt alone. It's really weird to say, but I really felt alone there.
Hmm.
And it was like I felt alone. I also just felt like and the thing is like what really is the difference? Because it's not like I'm out here with like a million friends in Portland. You know what I mean? I do have my family, but like outside of holidays, I don't really see people like that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just a different vibe. I feel way happier here.
No, I get that. I mean, it's kind of like whenever I leave Seattle and my energy just shifts. Okay, let me stop being a hater. Seattle, it has been great living here. I love my neighborhood, West Seattle. Shout out to West Seattle. I'm moving. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm moving in 2022, so I will no longer be in Seattle. I will miss my neighborhood. West Seattle, hands down, is the best part of the city. You have the beach. You can walk to bars, restaurants, grocery stores. I can
Best
walk to the gym.
croissants are there.
Yeah, everything is here.
Yes.
So I will miss it, but January will be my last month living here. And I am very happy.
I feel like you and all your friends are very happy that we.
Everybody's happy for my next move. Yeah. So I'll share more about that when I'm ready. But for now, just know I'm leaving Seattle.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I guess that's another goal is I need to figure out more of, I have a lot of passion projects and I kind of felt like I've never really pursued them, as much as I should have. And a part of that is one, just kind of being scared a little bit. And another part of that is I'm kind of like how you felt in Philly. Like, I just don't feel the drive, like
Yeah.
here. Like, I really don't. I don't know if it was like the seasonal depression, like what, it hit me hard this fall, but I just had no motivation to do anything.
Yeah.
None. And now I'm like, okay, you're moving. You got a new job. Oh, I got a new job, by the way, too. So yeah. So I got a new job. I started in 2 weeks. So I got a new job, and my new job is a job that I've been wanting to do for years. It includes traveling, which I love. And just, I'm kind of seeing like, okay, I've been working hard for so many years. I've sacrificed so much to get to the point where I am now, to be financially stable, to be able to put my place to purchase a home. And you may see like all the glamour and glitz of like me going on trips and me traveling. Like, yeah, that's me working hard to save, but also like very living a minimal lifestyle on the other side of that. So I just kind of finally feel like I could enjoy
Life.
what I built. Yeah, I can enjoy life and I can enjoy what I built. Like, I can literally swipe my card and I don't have to think anymore. Like, oh shit, like, should you have done that? I was like, yes, bitch, enjoy your money.
I'm dead. No, I totally feel that. Oh my God. That's congrats. That's lit, Once you get to that point in your life, it's like
yeah. And I'm turning 30 in 6 months.
Are you excited or what?
Gosh. I think so. I think birthdays are beautiful. And something that I do every year on my birthdays, I reflect from the last year, kind of like what people do in New Year's, and just kind of set another personal goal then. But I'm also just kind of like, damn, like, girl, you about to be 30. Like,
honestly, 30 doesn't. Honestly, I feel like 30 has been good in terms of like, you just know yourself. Nothing can phase you. Like, you're just like, okay, like no one can say nothing to you to even make you flutter a little bit. You just are so centered within. I feel so centered within myself that I'm like, yeah, I'm 30. It is what it is. Like, what do you want?
Yeah,
I feel like I have little cousins that be making fun of me for being 30, and I'm like, okay, you haven't even lived life. You're literally 19. Like, what do you want from me? Okay, I'm 30. Like,
ooh, to be 19 again. Ooh, no.
Hell no. Hell no.
No.
What? I'm happy. Like 30 is good. I feel like you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like I'm there too. I kind of feel like I'm very like, every year my confidence is just building, and I'm just more like not putting up with BS. And I don't feel like I ever really did before, but now I kind of catch it a little quicker. And I guess that just comes with wisdom and getting older, learning from your past mistakes, right?
Honestly. And we have 30 years worth of mistakes, so it is what
30 years worth of mistakes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, maybe like 25, but
No. No. But isn't that a beautiful thing to like, we've lived enough and we've tried enough to have those mistakes to learn from.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I've lived like so many fucking lives. Like, oh my God, I'm tired. I also was thinking like, when am I gonna settle? Because I'm not really like a settling in one place type person. Like, I haven't been in the past 30 years, honestly, because the longest I've ever lived anywhere is 4 years. Not just in my adult life, but like ever. I don't have like a childhood home. Well, I do, but my parents just bought a new house in Israel. So they're moving from my childhood home that they had been renting out. So it's just like, I don't even know what it feels like to live somewhere for a long time or like to get rooted somewhere.
So do you want to settle?
I don't know. I think that honestly also comes down to partnership. Like when I do have a partner, maybe that will be something that will happen. But for as long as I'm single, I don't necessarily see that happening. Like, yeah, buying properties, I see that happening, but like
Mhm.
living in them, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing that is so weird to me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel that. My mom always asks me that. She's like, Johanna, when are you gonna settle down? Like, where's your forever home gonna be? And I'm like, I have
What is a
no
forever
idea.
home? We
I
have
have
bigger
no idea.
dreams. That
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, even like the home that I want to purchase, I'm not looking at like, oh, this is where I want to live. No,
you're like, do I want to raise my kids here? I don't know. Like, we'll see
exactly,
when that happens, and then we can figure it out.
exactly.
There's so many. I think we have the I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but we have the knowledge to be able to look at the world in a different way than like our parents did,
Hmm.
you know?
We have the privilege.
Yeah, honestly, to be
Privilege
like,
is the word.
yeah, maybe I'll have two homes and do this and that because we know how to navigate the world better. Also, being like, I'm an immigrant, my parents are immigrants, you have parents that are immigrants. They did what they knew, but we have more knowledge than we did. So it's like, what are we gonna do? Do we have so many options?
The world.
Is our oyster.
Yep, we have no limit.
Yeah.
Aw. So I'm excited for 2022. I really am.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been working my entire life to get to the point where I am right now. So I'm really excited.
That's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
excited to come visit you when you move to wherever you move.
Wherever I move. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited. Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, I have some dates set up to where I want to start looking at homes and get the ball rolling on that. So hopefully it happens soon, but we'll see. Anybody has any advice or any tips? Let me know. I am all ears. I'm in a WhatsApp group with a bunch of Black women who are homeowners, and they are definitely dropping all types of resources, which is amazing. And it's a real sense of community. So I'm grateful for that and grateful for all my friends who are homeowners who are also available for me too.
Yeah. There's so much
Mentorship is key.
responsibility that comes
Hmm?
with the house. I said there's so much responsibility that comes with a house. Like, I'm happy that you are in a place where you feel like, yes, I can do it.
I can take it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not a light task at all.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Um, I was watching this TikTok. I feel like I've seen this type of TikTok like kind of multiple times. And it talks about how, how like I don't know if you do, but I have a vision of what my successful future self does every day, right? Like what my life is going to be like, what I do, what I eat, where I live, like these things that you want to kind of like manifest and bring to
Hmm.
life. And these TikToks will talk about how that person and the person that you are today are the same person. You just have to literally wake up every day and do the things that you can do right now as that person. So let's say your future self is a person that wakes up at 5 a.m., makes themselves a smoothie, or like goes buys a smoothie, but you make it yourself. You don't have your private chef yet. So you make it yourself. You make your smoothie, you go, you don't have a private gym yet, but you go to the gym.
Okay, one, having a private chef make a smoothie is a waste of resources. You better have them come
Hell
into
no, ain't no
and make your
waste
own
when you
smoothie.
got money,
All
honey.
you gotta do is throw things in a
I
blender.
don't want
Like,
to. It tastes better when somebody makes it. It
no,
does. It's a psychological thing. It's
no,
proven.
it does
I'm
not.
telling
Okay,
you.
okay, it does not.
You wake up and you do these things as your future self, who is your current self. So you do those things until obviously your future self is yourself in that present moment. And I was like thinking, like, damn, that's so true. Like, obviously, like
Manifesting.
huh?
I said manifesting.
Yeah, but it's like you're doing
Hmm.
it. You're not just like thinking about it, writing it down, journaling it, meditating about it. You're waking up every day as the person who you want to be. And I was like, damn, that's a very good thing to think about. But I think that takes also like a lot of discipline, because I'll be like, okay, I want to meditate every single day, and for some reason I don't. I'll meditate like 3 times a week, right? So it's like I would like to really in 2022 wake up every day as my future self, as who, like, the pinnacle of who I want to be every single day. So yeah, I thought that was like a cool way to like manifest, like look at manifesting.
It's a good way to look at it. Anyways, you do what you want, what you see yourself doing later. You're putting practice in, right?
Yeah. Or if you're like, oh, I want to be like the CEO of XYZ, you'll just Google, like, what does the CEO of Google do every day? What does their day look like? And you just do it every day. If you want to be like the CEO of your own company, what does that look like? You know? Yeah.
Mm. I need to Google what rest looks like. I have discovered that this year though that I do love spas. So rest for me will probably look like going to a spa at least once a month, maybe bi-weekly or something,
hmm
with a good book. Take the book and just like enjoying my day.
Yeah. Soak it in.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like your house should have a really nice bathroom and a really nice bathtub.
Oh girl, you already know. That's how I spent Christmas night. I was in the bathtub with candles like lit around. It was so nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, no. That I do have
Come
something that.
to.
Hmm?
I said, what have we come to that we are
Yeah,
spending Christmas at home? Because
really. We'll do a an episode on my my home buying process.
oh yeah, that would be cool. Take us
Yeah.
along, like a vlog maybe
Yeah, so I'll just start recording. I'll learn how to do that.
on your phone. It's not hard.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so I'll do that. And then we could talk about it and we could bring on Chantel again and she can kind of give her insight as well.
oh yeah, did she? Is she the one that hooked you up with your real estate agent?
I actually wanted an Eritrean real estate
Oh.
agent.
hmm
And so I reached out to a group that I'm in, on GroupMe with a bunch of like Eritrean professionals, and I asked for recommendation or referral. And every single person in there gave me the same name, and so I've been working with her. And she's also from California too, which I like that. Huh?
That's lit.
Yeah, so I like that she's West Coast. So
Yeah,
it's very relatable. But yeah, and it also makes me trust her a little
honestly.
bit more. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we understand. Oh my god, this is spider! Ew. Sorry. I was like, what is that? Oh, the baby spider.
Good.
This is what I get for having a real tree in my living room.
Shouldn't have done it.
No, it's actually really pretty, and I'm happy I did it. But I'm just trying to figure out how it's gonna leave, who's gonna get it out, because I'm not carrying
It's
it.
probably gonna be hella crunchy if you don't get it out soon.
I know I have to take out these. Yeah, I guess when I start like packing, I'll take down the decorations.
Did
But
you
yeah,
water it? Like,
huh?
did you water it?
Yeah, girl, I water. This bitch is thirsty. I gotta water it like every other day. I'm like, damn, how much
Well,
do
that's
you
good. At least it won't
take?
be crunchy when you take it out.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see.
Well,
All right. So please let us know what your goals are. We will help you stay accountable. You help us stay accountable. And we will do a mid-year check-in in June, right before my birthday,
yes, on our goals and where
on
we're.
our goals to see how we're doing.
Yes. What are we
Yeah.
choosing with? Toast
I
with?
have Prosecco.
Nice.
Yes.
I have um it's like it looks funny.
What is that?
It's lemon juice, water, turmeric, pepper, and ginger.
It sounds like my tea that I had when I had COVID to help soothe my sore throat.
I
All
just
right.
need something to like cheers.
Cheers. Toast.
I need something to I don't know, I need a detox. I've eaten so much garbage in the past couple days. It's been horrible. In the past week, not even a couple days, honestly, since everybody's been here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, detox.
All right, detox to healthy eating into 2022.
Yes.